Colombians are headed to the polls later this month to elect local municipal leaders. The elections come as the country is celebrating a landmark agreement between the FARC guerrillas and the Colombian government. Advancements that many say will bring a political solution to the armed conflict, which has killed hundreds of thousands and seen millions displaced and forcibly disappeared. So why has peace in Colombia been so difficult to achieve? Well, it boils down to poverty, the unequal distribution of land, and political intolerance. An important figure in this history is Jorge Eliezer Gaitán, a progressive politician and champion of the campesino cause who was assassinated in 1948. Following his assassination, the country exploded in conflict in a period known as la violencia, the violence. The revolutionary armed forces of Colombia grew out of this turmoil. Inspired by the 1959 Cuban Revolution, the FARC sought to launch a revolution and transform Colombia, a country where change at the ballot box was impossible. Feeling threatened, the Colombian state, together with the United States, began its strategy of creating and supporting paramilitary groups to repress. With the explosion of the cocaine trade in the 1980s, the paramilitaries became better financed and armed and unleashed a wave of terror throughout the country. The FARC resisted, however, forcing the government to negotiate and leading to the creation of a new leftist political party called the Patriotic Union, which sought to challenge political power through the electoral process. What was the result? It is estimated that no less than 5,000 members of the Patriotic Union were systematically murdered by the state and its paramilitary strategy. Seeing that it was impossible to achieve change through electoral means, many returned to the armed struggle. Several attempts have been made since to end the armed conflict in Colombia, but none have been successful, until now. Hopes are high that a final peace deal between the FARC and the government will be signed this coming March, bringing the country one step closer to ending over 5 decades of armed conflict. These elections will be an early test for Colombians' commitment to peace. Will there be a backlash against progressive politicians as there was in the 1980s? Or will Colombia finally achieve a political solution to the armed conflict which has been sought for decades?